What's up YouTube? Gonna have another look in the bag, see what I've managed to collect this week. Let's get right into it. First, look at this nice wheel. Looks a bit 1/8 scale, and it's saying 3.3 times 5.7. It's probably the inches. But what's a bit interesting about these is look at that drive pattern. Anyone recognise that? Doesn't look too clever, does it? Versus a 17mm hex. Anyway, that's what it is. I'm sure we'll find what that mates up to later on. And what do we have here? Right. What is this? First to say, it's pretty heavy. So I've not come across one of these before, and I was a bit shocked. It's a very sturdy type weight, and to give an example, that feels like lifting up an 8 scale truggy, which I guess dimensionally this probably would come up as 8 scale, but it's only 2-wheel drive. It's not a 4-wheel drive thing. So it's a bit interesting, isn't it? An 8 scale 2-wheel drive, purpose built. It's a Schumacher, I know that, but I'm not even sure which one it is. Look at that chassis thickness. We've got a 4mm thick chassis there. Again, very sturdy, very large spur gear. So the drivetrain layout seems to be like the classic 1/10 scale 2-wheel drive buggies, like a HPI Rush, and Schumacher's own 1/10 scale 2-wheel drive buggies like the Nitro 10 and the XTR. We've got a big engine in there, an STS 0.28. That's a bit of a beast. They do pump out the power. It's full of rust, so is it even going to turn? No, that seems pretty stuck. It's rusty in the back, missing the drive shaft, so I'm not sure that's going to work. Sturdy rollover bar carry handle. To be fair, this probably could get quite wild at full throttle 2-wheel drive in an 8 scale. We've got a nice bit of reinforcement on that front shock tower. So you've got a thick main tower, the reinforcement plate on the top. It's quite low. This is interesting too, a long hub from the pivot. So it's quite interesting geometry wise. And a lot of caster on the front. I'm not sure if you can see, there's kicked up quite aggressively as you get on 2-wheel drive cars. So yeah, that's that. We'll see if we can get that unseized. Even the spare's very stiff to turn. I quite like this double exhaust can out the back. So if you know what that is, what Schumacher that is, be good to know. What's this? We have another interesting old buggy. This is a Kyosho Optima. This is one of the first sort of 4-wheel drive high performance buggies. Kind of changed the scene by not just having 4-wheel drive, but being quite nimble and fast with it as well. And already you can see why that is. I mean, this is very old now. Oh, coming up to like 40 years nearly. But there's so many design aspects of this that are very current today. The dog bone drive shafts, double wishbone suspension, C hubs, that twin bell crank steering, a belt drive. Look, that's even a chain. Look at that chain even. Oh, broken link there. But yeah, a metal chain drive. Twin deck chassis. It's actually a great chassis because it's got the vertical plates in the front, back. That's going to give so much rigidity, and that's how you get away with just having 2 rails, because you've got all that vertical rigidity there as well. And the top deck. Motor was in the back though, notably, so these days everything goes to mid motor, and the next version of these went to mid motor, but as this was an evolution from that classic 2-wheel drive buggy design, you know, it started off with a motor in the back. So this is a Kyosho Optima, the original version. Right, anyone recognise this spoiler? Nitro rail XTM. Related to this. Related to this. So this is a XTM rail. Now these are pretty cool. These are 1/8 scale buggies, 4-wheel drive, and they're just a bit different in that they have that aluminium cage and they've got a tub type chassis. So not just a flat plate, that is actually got, well actually here you can see it quite well. It is a flat plate, but it's got the vertical sections in the side, so they look good and add a lot of rigidity. And these came in brushless and nitro. This is neither for now, but I'll probably be able to get it. I probably would put this all back together because I'll have all the bits in boxes from other XTMs, and because they just look quite good, you know, after, when they're built up, cleaned up with the cage on and stuff. Something in this. What we got peeking out here? Hyper 30 turbo. Is this a turbo? Is it really a turbo? You can tell me what you think in the comments. This engine is turning and making a nice sound, so that's probably going to be a goer. No Hyper 30 turbo. Ooh, I just thought of something. When this looked quite good in there. What do we think? Looks good to me. More Optima bits here. It is the Optima, and that's got not the rails in the chassis, or someone's made a flat plate there. I think it's a homemade plate. Quite accurately done, I must say. Quite accurately done that, if it's been cut out by hand. Oh, and something going on here, like, has the chassis been extended? People love doing this stuff back in the day just to get that extra bit of performance. They'd put in hours and hours fabricating these pieces. And, you know, it worked. That's how a lot of evolution was done on these buggies, just by people in club races making up stuff, getting bits and pieces made, and if it worked, manufacturers would take that on board and evolutions would be made. It's really great stuff, you know, people applying themselves and to the development of the hobby and sport. Right, what's that big truck down there? This looks like, oh, they're big wheels, aren't they? Low profile tyres. What do they say on them? Hobao Racing BT502. Right, anyway, this is quite a big heavy beast. Take a look at that chassis. That's serious business, isn't it? That's a serious chassis. All one piece, either extruded or folded in quite a thick gauge aluminium. I think that's about 3.5mm. And you can immediately feel that this is an extremely stiff platform over the length of the truck. I'm trying to twist it there and then getting no deflection apart from in the plastics. So that's a serious chassis. This is the Hobao, the latest generation of monster truck from them. 8 scale, and it's extended 8 scale, so it's more like truggy dimensions. The 360mm wheelbase. It's got that huge chassis on it. Good ground clearance, but not too much centre of gravity weight. They're quite rare in Nitro, these. They're often sold as brushless. It's got that central gearbox, HPI Savage style. It's got a small metal spur gear. So the smaller it is, the more wear there is going to be on each tooth. It's all in pieces, so I wonder what we'll do with that. And I've got to give you a bit of a drop footage on this. Hold on. What's left in the bag? We have got a Hot Bodies Tornado. These are quite nice 1/10 scale cars. They're not so high performance that they're really fiddly and expensive and hard to set up, but they are of a high performance design. All the cues off the competition type cars with lots of triangulation on the suspension, belt drive, 4-wheel drive, 2-speed. These are nice. So I'll get that built back up out of several pieces I've got. It's been quite well used actually, this, which is nice to see. You know, someone got a lot of use out of it. All the scratches on the bottom. Doesn't feel too loose, but yeah, maybe this was a spares car or something because it's missing loads of bits. More of these funny drive wheels. I think this was all parts for the Optimas. Yeah, that's all Optima wishbone and stuff. Anyone recognise this guy? Oh, someone's painted his face there. I'll put that to the side. It's going to be a nightmare finding out what these cogs are from. Right, what's in these bags? There's a host of stuff here. Vintage Futaba speed controller, and I do believe this is a whole job lot of these speed controllers I got. So I'll be testing them. Quite nice period pieces, them. Sanwa one. Another Sanwa. Oh, a Yokomo one. Sanwa. This is a good example actually. What's nice about these early speed controllers is they were shaped to fit where the manual speed controller servo fit. So it's got the mounting tabs. So that was just a nice clean installation, removal of the manual speed controller. You can screw this in place, plug it all in, and a lot more performance you would get, and a lot smoother control over the motor rather than just 3 or 5 steps. Tamiya one, and another Futaba one. Vintage brushed motor there, I'll quickly show you. This This was a Rip Max Speed 600. It's turning nicely, I'm sure it's fine. These are quite popular. Removable brushes, high performance brush motor. Right, last bag. Okay, I think this is Optima parts. Some funny, it's like a hard plastic ribbed wheel. Could be an early drift wheel, to be honest, because it's very hard plastic, solid. Oh yeah, that's bits from the XDM rail, the brushless motor mount. Let's see what's in this case. It's just screws. Alright, there you have it. Some interesting Nitro stuff there. If there's anything that's really you can help me identify or piques your interest, let me know. Let me know your ideas. Do we leave that Hobao 30 engine in the rail? And what do you want me to do more close-up in-depth videos on? See ya! Now I had to film this because this is really sorted monster truck suspension. It's a big heavy truck. Look at that landing. That's very well damped, very well controlled. It's perfect, no rebound. Let's get it landing on one corner first. So even if you're landing skew whiff, it's just all under control. Let's put this back in. So there you go, if you've got aims of sorting out your truck suspension, that's where you can get it to.